Hi, my name is Reza Cordova, Mohammad Reza Cordova. You can call me Reza. I'm from Indonesian Institute of Science. I'm working in the Research Centre for Oceanography as a scientist. I'm now currently working with the marine pollution issues, for example, the heavy metal, marine debris, marine plastic debris, and also the microplastic, and also the toxicology. Right now, the marine pollution is one of the biggest issues, particularly the marine plastic debris. For me personally, it's like the third biggest issues after the climate change, the global warming, and then now is the marine plastic debris. And the marine plastic debris, we still don't know yet about the real consequence, but we are still research for it. The marine plastic debris now, if it's coming to the ocean, or it's coming to the, for example, Indonesia, Asia, it will affect the ecosystem. For example, the bigger plastic will give a direct impact to the coral reef. If the coral reef are, there's so many plastic in the coral reef ecosystem, the fish in there could not live happily, or they even can eat the plastic because they misunderstanding the plastic is their food. And then if there is a plastic inside of the fish, and we can say we directly eat the plastic, right? It's happened in the whole world, and it's not kind of our only problem, because it's a global problem, because the plastic, they don't have the passport, they can travel everywhere they want, and they can travel not only themselves, but also they can as a media for another pollutant. They can also attach by the invasive species, and they can, for example, they can bring the invasive species from North Asia to the Indonesia. They can bring it from to the Australia, and that can, make a harmful to the ecosystem there. WHO, they say that there's a proof that the microplastic were found in the actually, it was found in the feces. And they're trying to calculate how many microplastic in the human. They calculate it's more than 120,000 particle per year that microplastic comes to our bodies, not only from the food actually, but also from the breath and also from everything. There is a possibility of a microplastic that introduced to our bodies by air, because there's an airborne microplastic. It's come from the clothes, for example, or from the tire dust, or from like the rain. The microplastic is really light. It will goes up to the atmosphere, and if there's a rain, there will come down in some severe or certain area. Maybe, for example, in this room, I believe there is a microplastic. When we breathe it, there's a the microplastic were introduced to our lungs and some of the throats. Since we are staying in the lab, we can see almost all of the marine creature or marine organism were, kind of affected by the plastic, not only ingest, but also, entangled by everything. From the smallest creature, like a plankton, until the whale, we can see there is a, kind of a plastic inside or attached in their body. And maybe we can see like every day there is a I'm not sure in Singapore or in Malaysia, but in Indonesia there is a chicken that eating the styrofoam. When we cut the chicken, there's a plastic inside. It's amazing. Sea turtle, there's a one study said that 1,000 of sea turtle were died because of the plastic. Not only because they are eating the plastic, but also it's because of, like, for example, the ghost fishing. They entangled with the plastic. They could not release the plastic, and they, choke, and they could not live. There is one marine creature that I really remember. Kalekan, the fish fossil that I think it's only found in Madagascar and also in North Sulawesi. When they found on 2004 or 2005, I forgot, they found the plastic bag inside the intestine of the fossil fish. It's live, and then they live on the depth of 150 until 250 meter depth, and the plastic are there. I mean, the plastic already in all area, not only, for example, in the coastline, but also in the area that we call it like a virgin area. And then it's really bad. Like the coelacanth fish, they already live for like from the Jurassic Age era, but maybe started from like 50 years when we are, consume the plastic and we are using plastic and like, throwing the plastic directly to the ocean. Every marine creature will, think, oh, they are our food, so we have to eat them. And then, for example, like in the talks, there is like the whale, there were so many plastic, more than 40 kilograms. And, it given impact to the whale that they could not, absorb their food. So they are kind of stressed and it will disturb the metabolism. And like I said before, the plastic is a media for another pollutant. So when they eat the plastic, where the plastic were attached by the pollutant, the plastic can goes to the by their feces. But the problem is the pollutant that attached to the plastic is not stable. When they are coming to the bodies, there's a peristaltic moving and in the intestine, the pollutant will just release. And the problem is that kind of pollutant is smaller, and the affinity rate is higher than the food itself. So the pollutant can comes and absorb to the marine creature body, and the plastic will go out through the feces. But somehow, even though the plastic is light, they will give a harm to the intestine. There is also, for example, in our research, we try to analyze how many microplastic inside the green mussel. First, they thought that the microplastic is a food for them because the size is similar to the plankton they gonna eat, and then the color also the same. And when the plastic or the microplastic are already in the sea, they will attach by the organic pollutant. So like the marine creature could not smell, is it my food or not? For example, the mussel or oyster, they will just stay on the one media, or for example the rocks. If there is any microplastic with the pollutant, they will just suck it.